So, consider this scenario. A delivered a sum of money to B, and a year thereafter, A demanded for the return of the sum of money, maybe 100,000 plus interest. B refused to return the 100,000, claiming that it was a donation, when obviously A intended such to be a loan with interest. Okay? Nothing was put into writing. Is reformation a remedy under these circumstances? Clearly, the answer is no, because under the facts, there was really no meeting of the minds. In order for reformation to be a remedy, there was a meeting of the minds. Okay? A contract may have been perfected. Okay? But there is one other reason why reformation cannot be a remedy under the circumstances. Because nothing was put into writing. As to this remedy, this is a remedy known as reformation of instruments. There must have been a written agreement, okay? But why reformation is a remedy is because while there was a meeting of the minds, the intention of the parties was not reflected in the instrument. Okay? So the real intention was not reflected, and therefore this remedy in equity is intended for the real intention to be reflected. Okay? For that contract to be construed as to conform with the real intention. Okay? A common problem on reformation would involve a sale, whether a sale with a right to repurchase or even an absolute sale, because these instruments may actually be regarded merely as an equitable mortgage, and therefore under the law, reformation would be the remedy. Okay? Now, why would the instrument not reflect the real intention? There are many reasons. It could be by sheer ignorance of the person who prepared the contract. It could be because of negligence, lack of skill, bad faith on the part of the person who prepared, or it could be bad faith on the part of one of the contracting parties. Okay? Maybe one of the contracting parties asked the other to sign an instrument which does not reflect the real intention. Ang dapat na intention ay mortgage, pinapirma siya ng sale with a right to repurchase. Okay? Now, but it could also be because of mistake. Okay? But take note, the mistake here must be a mistake on the instrument. It should not be a mistake in obtaining consent. Because if the mistake again pertains to the obtaining of consent, the remedy is annulment, because the contract would be voidable. However, if the mistake is on the instrument itself, again, the instrument does not reflect the real intention, the remedy is reformation. Now, what if? In the deed of sale, the object of the contract was cocaine. But actually, what was stated in the contract was morphine. Okay? But what was intended was cocaine. Would reformation be a remedy? Clearly, the answer is no. If the real contract is a void contract, reformation is not a remedy. But on its face, the contract is void kasi ang nakalagay, heroin. May it be the subject of reformation? Yes. If the real intended contract is a valid contract. Heroin ang nakalagay pero ang real object was morphine, and morphine is not a prohibited substance. It is merely a regulated substance, and therefore the sale may be a valid sale, okay? And reformation would be a remedy. Now, there are also some contracts or acts which cannot be the subject of reformation. Ang pinaka-madaling isipin ay wills, okay? Wills cannot be the subject of reformation. If the will does not reflect the real intention, obviously, if he's still alive, his remedy is execute another will, okay? Or maybe a codicil, just to explain the will which he previously executed. Or, if he's already dead, the remedy here under the law is for pieces of evidence to be presented in order to show the real intention of the deceased. Okay? Now, of course, simple donations inter vivos, where no condition is imposed, cannot also be the subject of reformation. Okay?